guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today we are going to be discussing my 2023 beauty trend wish list, meaning beauty trends that I would love to see in the year 2023, plus beauty trends that I would love to never see again. And just like last year's video, I'm also going to be including some of your hot takes on 2023 beauty that you shared with me over on Instagram. So let's jump right into it. All right, let's start off with the beauty trends that I would love to see in 2023. I don't have as much to share for this category because unfortunately, not much of my wish list from last year came true. So all of the beauty trends I was hoping to see in 2022, I am still hoping to see in 2023 because we did not see them last year. So if you haven't seen last year's video, I will list that in the description box below. I would definitely check that out if you are interested to hear a bunch of different beauty trends and changes that I am dying to see in the industry. But in looking through the list of things that I talked through last year, I will say the one thing that stood out to me that I would love to see, I think the most, well, maybe not the most, but I think it's the thing that I feel the most frustrated by, and it's the lack of drugstore leave-in conditioning sprays. I just feel like this is a category that would be so easy for the drugstore to expand on, and the options are so limited. And then within those options that are already really limited, I feel like there are hardly any that are actually really good. So I would love to see more drugstore leave-in conditioning sprays in 2023. A subset of the beauty industry that I'm super excited to keep an eye on this year is fragrance. I feel like last year was the first year in a really long time that we started to see fragrance make a comeback, or maybe not even a comeback, but just get bigger than it has been in the past. We started to see more and more brands emerge, and I feel like the hype around fragrance really grew last year. So I'm super excited to watch that this year. I would love to see more brands, more affordable brands pop up, and just more creativity and innovation in this space, because I feel like there's definitely room for it, and I think that we're going to see it. I'm excited. Speaking of innovation, something that I'm really hoping we see more of this year is innovation instead of brands just copying what other brands have done successfully. So as one example, the first thing that came to mind for me when I was thinking about this is the lip oil category, or I guess it would be like lip oils and lip treatments, because I feel like ever since the Dior lip oil went viral on social media, basically every single brand has come out with their own version of a lip oil. And while some brands definitely have been creative about it and given us something different or better, a lot of brands pretty much just copied what Dior did or came out with something that wasn't even that great just for the sake of playing in that space. And I freaking love lip oils, so it's not like I don't want to see lip oils. I would just love to see brands be more creative with what they're coming out with. So the same thing can be said for skincare. I feel like this is definitely something that we see in the celebrity skincare space. When they come out with their own brand, it's like, okay, but what are you doing differently? What are you offering us that we don't already have? So many of these celebrities or these new brands just come out with, again, a cleanser, a vitamin C serum, a moisturizer, things that we can get literally anywhere else. And it's getting kind of old. So I'm really hoping that we start to see some creative innovation in beauty this year. But who knows what'll happen. All right, to wrap up the things that I would love to see in 2023, I wanted to share a handful of brands that I'm really excited to keep an eye on this year. Some of these brands are new and up and coming, others are more established, but these are brands that I'm super excited about and really can't wait to see what they come out with in terms of new launches and how they evolve. So for makeup, my top two brands are Makeup by Mario and Rare Beauty. I feel like both of these brands have just been coming out with such amazing product, and I'm really excited about everything that they come out with. So I can't wait to see what else they do. For hair care, I will be keeping a close eye on K18. Last year they came out with their shampoos, so I am very curious to see what they do this year. And the other hair care brand I'm excited to watch is Amika. I feel like they have such amazing products, and they did launch that hydration line this year that I wasn't super excited about, but I know that they have the potential to make incredible products. So I'll be watching. And then for skincare, I am very curious to see what The Ordinary launches this year. I do know that they have some stuff in the pipeline, so that is exciting to me because that's not a brand that just pumps out launch after launch for the sake of launching new product. They've actually taken a pretty active stance against that. So in my opinion, if they're coming out with something, it's something that they obviously think is important and that is maybe missing in the market, or from their brand. So excited about that. And then the last skincare brand is Rhode. I posted a deep dive review on Rhode Skin by Hailey Bieber this summer where I shared my thoughts on the brand from a marketing standpoint and also the products. So if you haven't seen that yet, I will list that below. They came out with some really great products, and I actually like that they launched with just a few products first versus trying to do everything all at once, because I feel like it let us kind of, I don't know, like explore the brand a little bit, get a taste of it, and made me at least excited to see more from them. That's one of the few celebrity brands that I'm excited about. There are so many others that I'm not. All right, let's talk about what you guys would love to see this year. A lot of you actually submitted super similar things, so I tried to summarize those that showed up the most. But one that really stood out to me is that you want to see the next anti-aging big thing. And I kind of agree with that. I want to know what is going to be next in this category. I feel like we've had a lot of superstar ingredients and products that, I don't know, have just been like recycled year after year. Recycled meaning like they just show up again and are really popular again every year. And on the one hand, I'm totally fine with that, because if things are working, we don't need to reinvent the wheel just to do that and to launch more product. But I feel like this is a market that just has so much room to grow, and there's so much more that I feel like we're going to see here. So I'm curious to know what it will be. In terms of hair, a lot of you are wanting to see people rocking their natural hair colors, bangs, and bobs. I forget where I read this, but I did read an article where they were talking about the 70s bang and like 70s fluffy layers and how that is supposed to be a really big thing this year, which I am into. I think that that is such a pretty hairstyle. I feel like it kind of started a little bit last year with the curtain bang, but it's supposed to be like even shorter. So maybe I should get that done to my hair. I would do that. I would not do a bob. A lot of you are wanting to see more actives in body care products, and this is actually a predicted trend for the year that I talked about in my last video. What was that, like a couple days ago? I'll list that below if you haven't seen that yet, but I made an entire video talking about the predicted beauty trends for 2023, and this is actually one of them, which I'm super excited about. A lot of you actually said that you're hoping to see more matte makeup, which is something that I can relate to a certain extent because my skin does lean oily. So I can't wear the like extra super juicy dewy complexion products or I look super oily. And a lot of you said that you want to see more brown eyeliner and mascara options, and I totally agree with this. I feel like it's so difficult to find the perfect shade of brown mascara and in a formula that's really good. I have tried a handful of brown mascaras, like I think the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, they had, was it like brownish black? That might have been the lightest it went when I was at Target. I can't remember, but I feel like everything is like a really dark brown. I want some lighter brown options, definitely more brown eyeliner. You guys know I love my brown eyeliner, so I'm here for that. All right, let's move on to the things that I do not want to see anymore in 2023. Things that need to be left behind. This is an unpopular opinion because a lot of you also said that you want to see more natural makeup this year and no makeup, but I feel like that has been a trend for a few years at this point, so I didn't include it in that category. But I actually am sick of seeing people hating on any type of makeup that is not no makeup or super natural makeup. Everybody is obviously entitled to their own opinion on makeup and to do whatever the heck they want to their own face, obviously. But I think the thing that has really started to bother me is that on social media, there doesn't seem to be room to accept any other type of makeup style other than something that Hailey Bieber would wear. And her makeup is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but she's also a freaking model, and not everybody is going to feel confident in their own skin with that type of makeup on. I don't know, I guess I just don't really understand why people seem to get almost like snooty about the amount of makeup that other people wear. Like if there's somebody who wears Hailey Bieber-esque makeup and they see somebody wearing something that's heavier than that, more full glam, I feel like there's a snootiness to it in the comments. I don't know, moving on. Something that I am sick of seeing is the extra dark lip liner trend with a clear lip treatment when that lip liner is not blended at all. This actually is something that Hailey Bieber has definitely done, and I don't get it because with a filter on, it looks like nice and blurred, but in real life, just drawing a dark line around your lips and then putting a clear gloss on top, I don't think that looks great. I don't know. Kylie Jenner actually did something like that with a bright red lip liner for Christmas. I don't know if any of you guys saw that, but I was like, what is going on here? She did like colored in part of her lips with bright red and then left the middle without it. And I think she maybe just put like a clear treatment on top. And so many people in the comments were like, what on earth is this? I'm definitely sick of seeing people pushing skin cycling as the only approach to skincare, which is not even like just a skin cycling thing, but I feel like there have been so many skincare trends like that where once it blows up, it's like the only way and people act like there's no other way to apply skincare products, but there's no one trend that's going to work for every single person. And the original skin cycling method is not something that's going to show everybody the most effective results. I did post an entire video talking all about that and sharing my thoughts and why I don't personally do skin cycling. So I'll list that below if you haven't seen that yet, but I'm just over the, I don't know, the excessive like hype, I guess, around one specific skincare trend being the only solution. I'm over that. The last thing that I am definitely sick of seeing is bond repair launch after bond repair launch when it's a product that doesn't actually repair broken bonds. I feel like almost every single hair care brand launched their own version of a bond repair product this year, and so many of them don't have ingredients in them to actually do what they're claiming to do. That's not for everything. So for example, Living Proof launched a bond repair product this year that is amazing. There are exceptions, of course, but there are so many brands that do this. And I'm like, conditioning your hair is not repairing broken bonds. It's just not. All right, let's wrap up with the things that you guys are sick of seeing. So many of you said lip injections, fake lips, extra big lips, and I do feel like lip injections have gotten so crazy over the past couple of years. Oh my goodness. And again, everyone's entitled to do whatever they want to their own face, but I just feel like when the lip injection trend started, it started subtly and like people just enhancing their lips. And I feel like now I've seen so many videos of people actually showing like how they got addicted to lip filler and they started off with a more natural look and ended up with lips that looked like balloons. And they're like, this becomes so addicting, buyer beware, like this is crazy. And I just think it's really interesting because yeah, we've definitely seen lips get exponentially bigger in the past year or so. All cream everything, give us back some powders. I agree with this. I would love to see more powder launches or more cream launches that work on oily skin. I think that that's the big issue is that so many of these cream products are extra glowy or just like really best suited for dry skin. And then those of us that are oily are left out to dry. A lot of you said buccal fat removal, which is like the latest plastic surgery trend. Is it plastic surgery? I don't even like really know what this is, but it's basically removing fat in like this region of your face to give you like that kind of a face. I feel like everyone that has gotten this done is going to regret it in the future because as we age, we lose fullness in the face. And I feel like this type of look starts to just happen naturally. So can you imagine if you had all this fat removed and then your face started to do that as a natural result of aging? Like I personally have zero interest in doing something like this. I think all of these people are going to end up then having to get filler to replace the lost volume. Laminated eyebrows or eyebrows that are brushed straight up is something that so many of you are sick of. I just have never been able to participate in this trend because my eyebrows don't really exist. Extra long decorated nails is something that I have never really been into either. I feel like that is something that a lot of celebrities and mega influencers do. They have the nails that are like out to here with like gemstones hanging off of them. I'm like, how do you go to the bathroom? A lot of you said that you're sick of seeing winged liner / cat liner, and I feel personally attacked. Winged liner for life. And the last thing that only a couple of you said, but that I really wanted to include is that you were sick of seeing body trends. And I could not agree with this more. I think it is so strange that we have gotten to a place where the shape of your body becomes a trend and then that changes. Like first we had the obsession with the extra big booty and hips, like the Kardashian look. And now, I don't know, at least Kim and I think Chloe have like clearly had some shrinkage in the butt region and they don't have that kind of look anymore and they've lost a ton of weight. And that's great for them because they have the means to get, I don't know, plastic surgery, whatever the heck they're doing behind the scenes. But for the average everyday person, we don't have the funds to make our bodies a trend. But even if we did have the funds, we shouldn't have to spend it on something like that just to feel comfortable in our own body. Like, that sucks to feel like you have a body shape that isn't trendy. And if you're somebody that wants to change something about your body through means of eating healthier or working out or getting plastic surgery, because that's going to give you more confidence, all the power to you. I totally support that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm more so talking about like the change in obsession with body type and the plastic surgery that follows that. I just don't like it because so many of the trends that we see are completely unrealistic for people to achieve in their everyday life through eating healthier or lifting heavier weights or whatever it may be. It's not realistic because so many of those trends are literally a result of plastic surgery. And that's just, I don't know. It's just unfortunate because I feel like it's something that makes so many people uncomfortable in their own skin and self-conscious because they physically don't have a body type that could ever look like that. Like for me, for example, I have really wide hips, like proportionally to the rest of my body. I'm like really slim in like my arms and my stomach, but then like my hips are suddenly like this. And I used to have the flattest butt of all time. And that's something that I used to get made fun of for in high school. But like now people are like, oh my God, like you're so lucky you have hips like that, the hourglass shape, whatever. Because it's trendy right now. And my friend actually was saying something to me like, you're so lucky you have hips like that. Mine are so straight. I'm like, yeah, for now. In 5 years, I'm not going to be lucky anymore because it's not going to be the trend anymore. It's just, it's so weird. I don't know. Anywho, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. We are going to wrap up this video here. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. You'll have to let me know in the comments below, what trends are you hoping to see this year? What trends would you like to die with the year 2022? Let's all chat in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell and send my channel to a friend. Thank you so much for doing those things. Your support means the world. Thank you for watching my videos. I love the freaking heck out of you guys. Make sure to stay tuned for my next one because that will be up in a few days. But until then, I hope you have a great few days.